Hey guys, wishing you a very good evening. And it's like, I'm gonna welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chintamani. And it's like, I am feeling honored, to present you, to my today's topic, about the conservation and, the preservation and maintenance of the core of the palace of Shri Maharaj, and which is Lal Mahal. So guys, as I already, explicated back in that video, the other day. So guys, what I mean to say is that the palace, of Shri Chhatrapati Maharaj, as I was talking about the other day, which goes by the name of Lal Mahal. Guys, the thing is that that particular palace, isn't really in its particular pristine state at the moment. And therefore the thing is, when I personally actually visited that particular palace, years ago, while I was a high school student, that time, guys, I was really staggered and, I was really shocked, after seeing the particular condition of that palace, and, which is actually, as I described, which is situated, in the, what we call the neighborhood of Disrepaired, in the vicinity, in adjacency to the Gurwankur society of the central district of Agglomeration Pune. So, as I said, guys, the actual size of that particular great palace, has truly, been diminished, over the years, because according to the historical records, guys, the original size of that Lal Mahal palace, guys, used to be, really, 8 times more than, what it is today. And guys, the thing is that, because it's a replication of that great palace of Shri Chhatrapati Maharaj. So guys, therefore the thing is that, that palace, was actually, situated, very close to the location of the former site, the present site of the fort of Shaniwarwada, which is extremely famous for its bastions. So guys, what I mean to say, and my cardinal point of address or my subject matter in this video is, to raise the level of cognizance of the generalized public, or, the people, to opt for the preservation and the conservation and maintenance of that great palace of Shri Chhatrapati Maharaj. And guys, which happens to be in the ruins right now. I know, guys, it's partly, it's run by the municipal authority, of the Agglomeration Pune. And it's like, guys, the thing is that there are really, sort of departments, such as to, opt for, laying emphasis onto the historical significance of that place, Guys, it's just like, a place, which is present, for tourist visitation, and that too, based on a ticket, which you have to buy, which you have to purchase, as you go to that, what we call the palace of Shri Chhatrapati Maharaj Lal Mahal. So, guys, my point of address is that, this particular situation is really cataclysmic at the moment, because, that Lal Mahal palace, guys, used to be really, really ostentatiously carved and, truly flamboyant, it was truly splendously designed. And it had an extremely high degree of artifice and ornamentation, which was there, on that palace. And therefore the thing is, guys, what I need to say is that that palace, which now, is in its ruins, it really needs the public approval, or, a great motion of, confidence, or a great motion of patriotic nationalism, from the lay public, or from the civilians, or from the statesmen of this country. And therefore, guys, my address is that, guys, to raise that confidence, or, to raise, or, to create a sense of cognizance or that awareness, to the lay public, such as to offer, such as to offer institutionalization of some sort of precautionary measures, such as to protect and maintain and preserve the great palace of Shri Chhatrapati Maharaj. And guys, the thing is that, nowadays, because it's actually surrounded by a sprawling city, and which is actually the market suburb of Kasbapet. As in the Pune city, there are markets, which are held every day, according to the name of the day, like Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Friday. So there are markets, based on that. So guys, this Lal Mahal, the great ostentatious palace, or its great particular Chhatrapati Maharaj estate, happens to fall in the central district of Pune, a number which is actually surrounded by the sprawling city, and where there are, it's actually, it's regularly visited by a lot of tourists and a lot of the lay public. But guys, the thing is that because it's in the vicinity of those market suburbs and all. Therefore, guys, it has really been at the epicenter of the accumulation of an prolific or proficient or rather profound amount of dirt and what we call marsh. And therefore, guys, the thing is that it isn't really as ethereal or as serene as it used to be in the good old days in the 16th century. So guys, my request to you viewers and request to all the citizens of this country and all the viewers is that please, opt for, creating a sense of motion or, a sense of confidence, to offer the preservation or, to know or, to actually investigate or, probe regarding the history or the, what we call historical validation or, what we call, I'm sorry, not the historical validation, but it's like the current value of that particular Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj palace. So guys, the people, living in the vicinity of Kasba Pet, should truly, should truly dig into all these things. And even me, as I'm a descendant of agglomeration Mumbai, as I mentioned, that Pune isn't really far, from agglomeration Mumbai. Guys, I'm always, thinking about that Lal Mahal Palace and about all the other forts and palaces which belong to Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So guys, my address to you is, guys, please, please take extreme precautions, while visiting that place, such that no dirt accumulation or, no littering or, no, disposition of garbage, should occur, on the surface of the palace or in its courtyard or, in its ruins or in its, what we call, in its garden, where all the historical treasures are actually, emulated, with the help of modern sculptures and all. So that will offer the, raising or, cultivation of that cleanliness and that hygiene or that sense of perfection, in that, in that district, and where Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Lal Mahal is present. So guys, that was my address. And guys, it's like, please, please do take those precautions, and please, please even, let this message, to spread, into your friends and your colleagues and your family, that this particular palace of Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, this Lal Mahal, should really be preserved and it should really be maintained, and it should be, properly, what we call looked into, and there should be a regulatory authority, such as the National Register of Heritage Structures, opting for the governance or opting for the preservation or opting for the, what we call administration of that particular palace, which was once home to Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Srimati Shizabai and the father of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Shahaji Raze Bhosle, and even Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, chief professor, not professor, but chief guru, or chief master, who is actually a chief administrator of the empire in those days, who went by the name of Shri Dadoji Konde. And so therefore, guys, the legacy of Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Lal Mahal Palace, should really be maintained and preserved, and it should be living on, it should be actually promulgated, or it should actually be passed over to the generations, to the future generations. So guys, that was my address to you today, and please, if you really like this channel, please subscribe and please turn on the alerts, and please turn on the bell, please hit the bell button, and please, if you like this video, do like it, and please, create a sense of awareness and sense of cognizance, to opt for the cleanliness and the preservation and the maintenance of Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's fort and the properties dedicated to him or his real estate possessions, of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And that was my address, guys. So really wishing you a very nice day, and I really wish a very, I offer, wishing a salutation of Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to you, and which is Jai Bhavani and Jai Shivaji. And I am actually opting to hypothesize this concepts in the English language, and even for the benefit of viewers, even in Marathi and Hindi languages, so which will come across, which will come, in your videos following. So that was my address, guys, and wishing you a very nice day, a very nice evening, and Om Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and Jai Hind, and Om Shri Arun Jai Hind. Bye bye, guys. Nice to meet you. See you.